So y'all come. So, you have a lump in the pillow? Okay. So, if we just look at the context of this and are trying to free up the shoulder girdle, and for those of you who learn while doing, if you want to follow along, it's cool. But again, so do what you need to do, right? If you're like more of a tactile learner, do that then. Okay, so we're going to look at just opening up the shoulder girdle.
I'm looking.
You're going to have to buy my video, bro.
Okay.
Oh, it's free. It's free. Just make some nice contact. I'm a big proponent on, we talk about how comfortable the person receiving is, but in an egotistical sense, I like to be very comfortable myself, right? You have to be comfortable. Come from a comfortable, supported place. So, take the time to get yourself in a nice, supported position where you're comfortable.
So his knee, just so you guys know, is really pushing on my back.
I'm right up against it.
Yeah.
So I'm pulled right up against
It's almost
the
like
bumper.
he's putting pressure on my back with his leg.
Is that okay?
It's good. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's a nice supported move. It's like
Right.
there's contact.
So I can't
Here I
go
am.
backwards now.
She can't get away.
Right.
Basically. That's the whole thing. She can't get away. So, we just look at things. So when I'm working the body, like I said before, I look at an anatomical and energetic sense. So tightness here also in my background also is about the energy lines that start in the head and come on either side of the shoulder. So usually with shoulder work, I'll start with some compression into the head because these lines of energy start right in the temporalis and come right into the top of the shoulder and right in the front of the shoulder girdle. So I add some compression. And then also some stretching. So simply putting here now. And you can stabilize and then use your body weight to create a little stretch. You look at all the strong muscular attachment onto the top of the shoulder. The trapezius, the SCM in the front of the clavicle, the scalenes, and if they have some restriction, they're going to pull the shoulder either here, there, up, down, over, and take it out of alignment, which can, through usage, cause strain through the entire appendage. Yeah, the appendage. I know, it sounds so clinical. The appendage. So some nice stretch, some rotation. One way, then the other. Let your body go with the movement. Come over here more. Walk around. So I want you to see this. Yeah, don't block it. Okay, so look at, in sideline position, here's something, it's like if there is some tightness in the front, it will replicate on the back somehow. So in her situation, her border of her scapula is a little bit pronounced. So it's like wing a little bit. So this gives me the opportunity to sneak in there and lean back and stretch. And work that border. And anatomically, that's where trapezius and the rhomboids attach. So you start to create a little space at the muscular attachment at the border of the scapula. Okay?
Could you do that stretch if they were in supine?
If they were in supine,
Lift your fingers underneath the
yeah,
shin.
and like the arm would be like this and here, and I would have to move it across the midline to present the medial border of the scapula and go like this. Okay, so stretching, rotation. So trapezius, pec major and minor, rhomboids, trapezius in the back. Also to where the crease of the armpit stops right here, the teres muscles, very key for loosening up the shoulder girdle. Yes, baby. So tight. So check it out. So here's the crease, and where the crease stops is where you start the pain. So you take your thumb just nice and compassionately into the area, and you can just start rolling your thumb. That teres muscle is so key because it's such a short, angular muscle. Its pull on the scapula is dynamic because it has attachment on the shaft of the humerus too. So you want to just go in there. Now, if this motion is just too much because it's pretty specific, the tip of your thumb, you could open it up this way, like open it up, and then you can lean down like this. It's broader. It's more forgiving in some circles. You know, it's a broader type of contact, but same. And you can get at it more because you're opening up this joint. And you can get at it very nicely and just ease in there.
I like it better.
Yeah, I think.
Okay? So we have some amens for this one. Okay?
Yeah, the other one's more invasive.
So, and look, also too, it provides you opportunity to lean.
Is it more comfortable for you than using your thumb?
No, it's just different. I'm so acclimated to using my thumb that it's quite easy, especially when adding rotation. So after that, we're going to do this a little stretch. So we're going to start opening up the front of the bodies because we've been here, now we're in here. Now we're going to start opening up the front. So we lift the arms straight up and then forward a little bit.
Now it's hurting that spot in my shoulder right here.
Oh, the deltoid, okay. But we're going to bring this back like this to stretch pec major. See? And the reason I do this, up and forward, is because that replicates the angle of how the pec major attaches to the humerus. And my supportive knee is still here, and you just come down like this. And nice stretch. In a deep stretch, there's something called, and I'm sure it has a more scientific name, but the stretch receptors in the body. So when you do a deep stretch, you want to come out of it very slow, or else those things will snap a little bit. It's quite uncomfortable. So you want to, the stretch in its totality, not just, okay, I stretch it. That's not the end. This comes back is also very key. So here, yes, and then we're going to try one thing like this. So here's my position. So I'm just going to come like this and come up on one knee and one foot. So this knee never moves, it's just still supporting. But it gives me this position where I can put her arm here, and then I can take my thumbs and fingers and grab a hold of pec major. You can shift your wherever you want. So see? So I'm coming in, my thumbs are up underneath the muscle, and my fingers are on top. And I'm going to engage. And then, rather than pull up and yank my shoulders, I'm going to go just roll back a little bit with my body weight. Okay? Nice and easy. And the muscle gets more refined or narrows at its point of attachment. So you can just use fewer fingers, come right up to the attachment. And we work the more superficial pec major. And now we're going to go to the deeper pec minor. So pec minor has that same angle of attachment, but here it attaches to the coracoid process. So we're just going to go like lift the arm up and just lull them into a sense of security.
Before you.
It's important to create the illusion that they're safe. And everything is stopped. But it's just starting, actually, unfortunately for them. So you take your fingertips, and you're going to come up underneath pec major. So you're coming up underneath. And if you're over like this, and you let your fingers come under, you're going to feel the rib cage. And you just follow that rib cage, so the rib cage is curving up. Keep pressure so you can just ride those ribs right into the lateral border of pec minor. Feel this way? So you're engaging pec minor, and that really helps open up the shoulder. Right? Now, if they can take that pressure okay, then you're going to ask them to inhale, And on the exhale, you keep the pressure, and then you just introduce a little stretch. And repeat. You really work that lateral border. Excuse me, I have to answer my phone. Okay? So nice and sweet, yeah? Yeah. Now, one thing Petra said is that she had some pain, which looked suspiciously like it was close to the deltoid. So after this, if you want to address by placing the arm down like this, and this way, you know the deltoid has got those 3 slips. It attaches to deltoid tuberosity on the side of the humerus. So now her deltoid here is supported by her own body, so you can apply some just like downward pressure right here just to help open that muscle up a little bit. If it hurts at the tuberosity, it probably means that it's probably a little tight, like it's pulling at its point of attachment. So some nice compressions usually helps with that release. I have a proclivity for using my forearm. So I do. Pressure's okay, so. You know, and it's that sustained pressure. You know, it's not a hit and run kind of healing approach. You unengage the tissue and just let yourself be there. You know, you got to relax your own body as a therapist. Focus on your breath. Let your body relax and connect with their spirit. Amen to that. Okay, so you want to try that much?